I do another explanation for this because it is very confusing for people who are just starting out and they're just doing them. So this is a plasterboard. So that plasterboard goes there. So see that you can get that on there flush. You get that on there flush, yeah? So that screws back to a batten which you've put in the wall, and you make sure that's solid, because if that ain't solid, do you know what I mean? You might as well be a donkey, yeah? So remember, that has to be solid. That has to be piped. I'm going to tape that up when I put that compression in. Ideally, you don't really want to be using compression, especially if you're not used to using them and taping them up to make sure that they're sealed, yeah? But just as long as you tape it up, it will be perfect. And then can you see that's flush? Now, if you are using a really fat tile, we've already established when we threw that on there how much gap we've got left, and we've got about 15 mil. So I know my tile's 15 mil, yeah? So I know if I bring this flush with my plasterboard or jackerboard or whatever you're doing in your bathroom, you know that you've got enough room there for your tile to go on without it having a lip and for it to finish perfect like that. And that is what you got to check every single time. No matter whether you're using one of these or whatever products you are, the stems always tend to be the same. So always screw it right back into your back plate, see how much gap you are, measure your tile what you've got, and then you know. So if your tile fits in that gap there, you know you bang on. Do you know what I mean? Even with a bit of a decent, always allow for a bit of decent, a bit of dot, just in case, especially if you're big tiles, because they're never flat. So you're going to need a bigger gap. But to get that bigger gap, all you do is cut the plasterboard out and you go further into it and you bring it further out. Do you know what I mean? You'd have the lip on the outside of the tile. So always remember, double check this, because after it's finished, it is no good. And if you get it wrong, you're brown bread. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that helps. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share and follow.